Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5, and on my last video showing my new Zippo in straw, someone said they would like to see my Zippo collection. It is not massive, it is not necessarily valuable, but I have quite a bit of Zippo related things. Some of them are lighters and some of them are other products, but I thought I'd go ahead and show this because, you know, I already got some of the Zippos out. I thought I might as well make a video on my collection, and I'll try to give a little backstory behind some of the stuff that I have. Let's start off with this Zippo. This is the newest Zippo. It's an armored Zippo. It's my first armored Zippo, and I looked up that crystal thing, that Swarovski crystal, and they basically make crystal jewelry. And they supplied the crystal for this Zippo. And I have the butane pipe lighter insert in right now. The factory insert is in the box, so it's going to be taken care of. But yeah, this is, as of right now, my favorite Zippo. I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with it. So I'm going to put that off to this side. Also, in that last video I showed this lighter, this Zippo. It's a Hoodle Zippo. My brother got it a long time ago, like when we were in junior high, and he was clearing out some of his stuff a while back, and he was like, "Hey, I got some stuff I'm throwing away. You want it?" And he gave me this, which is a Zippo belt holster, and the cable that made my channel famous. I can't say it necessarily made me famous, but it definitely made my brother somewhat famous, and made my channel famous. So he gave me these two things and the cable that started it all. And you know, I don't really use this Zippo. It just seemed like a waste to get rid of it. I might sell it at some point, but I didn't want it to be thrown away. This is a Don't Mess With Texas Zippo that is pretty worn out. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if I found it, if he found it. I don't know where it came from. It was made in '02. I don't know the date codes, but it says '02 right there. And again, it's a Zippo. I didn't want it to go to waste. I didn't want it just to be thrown away, so I somehow tamed it. But it still functions. This is a kind of an interesting Zippo. It doesn't really work right now. Take the insert out. All the guts are out of it. I found this on the beach at Bolivar Peninsula. In fact, it might have been Crystal Beach. But the cam is a little worn out, and has the initials JGM on it. Don't know if you can see that. I don't know who JGM is, but he is missing his Zippo, and I have tamed it. And it really needs to be sent back to the company. I think it just needs a new, what you call it, insert. In fact, you know, I can put the new insert in it and it'll probably work just fine. So it just needs a new insert. But yeah, I found this on the ground, and it was one of those things, oh cool, Zippo has a lifetime warranty, I can get this fixed at some point, and I never actually repaired it until just now. But yeah, JGM, I wonder who you are. And it was made in '06. This is my Zippo hand warmer, and I'm pretty happy with this. It does its job. I remember when it first came out, I was looking for it at my local Academy Sports and Outdoors. This was several years ago before I worked there, and I could never find it at Academy. Ended up getting it online, and I'm very pleased with it. And I continue to use it. But it seems like on the coldest days, the days that I absolutely need this, I can never find it. on the lukewarm days and the hot days and, you know, the somewhat cool days, I can find it. But when it's like freezing, and for those of you who don't live in East Texas, we get a very wet cold, but it rarely snows. It will occasionally ice over, but it's a very humid cold. It kind of makes your bones ache. So I really enjoy this item, but when I really need it, I have a hard time finding it. And this is a knife. I don't know if you know this, but Zippo and Case are the same company. I think Case owns Zippo. I don't think Zippo owns Case. I think Case owns Zippo. And my dad gave me this knife. The blade is snapped off, or the tip is snapped off, and it says Dory across America. Which Dory? I think that's what it says. Let me look at it. D-O-R-A-L, Doral, is a city in Florida. And you look at the tang stamp. Focus. It's a Zippo knife. Zippo, Bradford, Pennsylvania. And this is one of the promo items that they did. And I somehow ended up with it. My dad gave it to me, I guess, because he knew I like knives. He was like, "Hey, I'll take this." It's like, "Oh, cool. A knife with the tip snapped off." But I still have it. Probably need to throw it away. And I've owned one other plain Zippo, you know, the standard brushed metal Zippo, and I don't know what happened to it. But this is kind of what started the Zippo collection. Like, I've owned one Zippo before this, and I owned a Ronson. But this is what started the collection, as far as getting me interested in different lighters, different exotic lighters like torch lighters and table lighters and stuff. This isn't my lighter collection. This is my Zippo collection. But I got I've owned several kind of weird lighters. A lot of them broke on me because they were cheap, and then some of them, you know, were a little bit more expensive. Then they broke on me, and then I got some other more exotic lighters. You know, abnormal lighters. But this is kind of what got me interested in fire starters as a collectible item. This is my World War II Zippo Remembrance. It looks like a book, but it's not a book, it's a box, and as you can see, it's split. It's survived a lot. You open the book up, and the first page talks about the different battles in World War II, the Battle of the Bulge, Battle of Britain, Iwo Jima, the USS Missouri, and registration number is 14,838 out of 25,000. And oh, apparently it was made in 1995. I was 5 years old when this was made, and I wonder how much this would go on eBay in good condition. But anyways, you flip the page and you got the lighters. This is the most used one, Iwo Jima, because for years I was obsessed with Japan, and for some I was obsessed with Japan during the you know, feudal Japan time period, and then like that's just very iconic, raising the flag on the Iwo Jima mountain. So I use that one the most. As you can see, these kind of have a patina to them, but this one's the shiniest. This is the most representative of what it looked like when I bought it, and I bought this in Puerto Rico. My parents took me to Puerto Rico. My stepdad works for a company that will pay for incentive trips if you sell enough chemicals. He's a chemical salesman. And they paid for my mom and my stepdad to go to Puerto Rico, and they saved that money to take me and my brother. And in the hotel that we stayed at, I've stayed at some very nice hotels on these trips. They had a revolving restaurant on top, a casino at the lobby ground floor, and a cigar shop in the lobby. And in the cigar shop, they had the Cuban cigar matches, which I bought, and they had this, and I bought this. And I can't remember how much I paid for this, but comes with a keychain. And you know, at first I was all like, oh, don't touch it, I want it to be valuable someday. And it stayed in its book on the bookshelf, and occasionally I would open it up and look at it, and I was like, you know what, I'm not really enjoying this. So I got the Imajima lighter, and I put a butane lighter insert into it, like this one exactly. I'm going to buy another one, so I'm going to put a regular butane lighter insert in this, and put this one in a different Zippo. But you know, that's what I use to start fires. That Imajima case. You know, I used it camping. I used it, you know, in quite a different lighting fireworks, lighting my Zippo hand warmer. So that is probably the most used lighter that I own. And like I said, this isn't a lighter collection video. This is my Zippo collection, and I have some other lighters that you know, I have that I like for various reasons. And so that's it. That's my Zippo collection. As you can see, that cam is broken. JGM, don't mess with Texas. Hooters with the leather case. Quick word on Hooters. No one goes there for the food. I've came to that conclusion. I'm willing to admit it. The food sucks. It's edible, but it's not that good. And there's many other restaurants that are themed like that have much better food. So you can actually go to those restaurants and say, I am going for the food. There's a table of middle-aged ladies that are eating at the table across from me. This is good food. They just happen to have good scenery. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion of Hooters. But got the Zippo hand warmer. That is my Zippo collection. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm a Satsu5, and I'm out.